Coach Power Show is brought to you by Kentucky Land Company of Irvington. If you're looking for a little slice of heaven to plant your flag and call your own, give them a call at 270-547-4222 or check out their webpage at ky-land.com. Hello, Green Wave Nation, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Coach Power Show. We've got starting off two more great seniors. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
I guess we'll start off, introduce who you are, and kind of tell us when you got started in football and what your role is this year on the team.
All right, so, my name is Landen Williams, number 52, and I got started in football way back. My mama just put me in, and it just kind of took off from there. So, it's in the blood, man.
My name is McCormick. I'm number 56 for the Green Waves. I play offensive and defensive line. And I've just kind of always played football just like Landon, brought in at a young age, was introduced to the game young, and just always had a feel and love for it.
So what's y'all's favorite side of the ball?
Definitely defense.
Yeah, no, definitely defense. You just get in there, you wreak some havoc, man. Wreak havoc. It's fun. It's too fun.
Better to give it out than take it, huh?
Definitely.
We'll kind of get away from football for a minute and just have a little fun. We jump in the vehicle, we're riding around. Y'all have got full control on the radio, can pick anybody, anything. What are we listening to?
Ooh, all right. So number one, if we just cruising, we chilling, we listening to Future the whole time, Future. But, if we bumping, it's hype in the car, we lit. Moneybag Yo, easily. He's tough with it.
We've been introducing Landen to new types of music in LAD.
There's so much country music I ain't never heard of, man. It is wow.
I play a lot of Future on my morning
you
music.
Like
yeah, on WMMG. Yeah,
man.
Maybe not so much, but I'm not judging. If it's good music, I'll give it a shot.
Exactly.
I'm curious to hear this one.
I'm kind of I can listen to anything, but if it's more of chill, kind of relaxed, I'll put on some country, some Morgan Wallen, some Zach Bryan, just some stuff like that. But if I got my buddies in the car and we're a little hyped, I'm definitely going to put on that Moneybag Yo, that Pooh Shiesty.
You already know.
I was telling Coach the other day, he came up and I was blaring my music and he was like, Who's that Pooh Shiesty or Moneybag Yo? And I introduced him to Fat Mac, actually.
Big after plug.
Big after plug.
That's Frankie Ditto's nickname.
Big Frankie, love him.
But I can listen to almost anything. You throw on a song, I'll most likely vibe.
I gotcha. I can handle that. All right, we've been riding around listening to all this music. Now we've got hungry.
Ooh.
Y'all can pick anywhere we're going, anything we're eating.
Anything.
What's your pick gonna be?
All right, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Look, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and say Dairy Queen, only cause look, you get 4-piece sauce and toss, barbecue sauce with ranch on the side, right? It's perfect, but you gotta get a Reese's Blizzard with it. It just sets the tone, it sets the meal, and it's just perfect. It just combines in your stomach, and it's so good.
So is this going to be is DQ going to do like some of the other ones and have like the Landen meal? That's going to be the Landen meal?
I hope. Shoot. Yeah, what? Man. Sponsored by me. Come on now. Got you, bro.
See, me on the other hand, I'm going to give me some actual good chicken, go down the road, and get me some Zaxby's. That's my go-to. If not that, if I'm gonna go sit down someplace, definitely B-dubs. Get some wings.
All right,
what kind of sauce we putting on them?
Just barbecue. I'm plain.
You just plain?
I'm plain.
Keep it basic?
Oh, yeah. Hey, basic don't ever hurt nothing.
No.
You're not wrong.
Y'all been around for a while. What's your biggest memory in football that stands out to this point?
Oh, all right, I got it. So I think it was either my sophomore or junior year. We had these two buddies, Eric Carmen and Bronson Shaw, friends since kindergarten. And we're out on the field doing drills, and we're getting water. And I turn my head, and they're just sitting there fighting on the field. Just fighting, going at it on top of each other. Boom, boom. And I look at Coach Myers, defensive coach. I'm like, Coach, you going to stop that? They've been friends since kindergarten. Let them go at it. I'm just like, Coach, just like helmets off. They throwing dukes, man. I'm like, all right. Nah, those two made me feel like, I was at home. I miss them every day. Those are my favorite, miss them.
My favorite memory is definitely coming back and beating Bardstown my sophomore year. I think I don't think there'll ever be anything like that. I don't remember how much the score was, but I think we were down at least 2 touchdowns. We came out halftime, hyped, them lights all going and everything. There was just nothing like it to come back and beat that team.
Oh my!
They had a very good running back, Tata, on that team, and
It's perfect.
yeah, it was hard to stop him. I'll say that, but I'll say there was nothing like coming back and being with all my brothers and just fighting hard and getting that win.
Yeah. And that's the thing with football. But you gave 2 different instances of it, but it's a big old family.
Amen.
You go to war with each other off season, and then you go to war together, which is what's nice when football season starts, because you can start hitting a different color jersey instead of your own. But and y'all been on the road for 3 games now to start the season, and this will be the first week you're back home, and you get to walk through that door there Friday night. Kind of talk about, for somebody that's never experienced that, like, what's it like on Friday night when you're back home, and the moments from going here to out there?
It's legendary.
It's magical.
It's legendary. Like during warm-ups, you wouldn't think it, but then you walk out this door, game time, you coming down there, you walk out that door, you just see the fans, you see the people, and
it's just like everybody's behind you.
Like it's Friday night, man. I'm, like you said, go to war with my brothers. I'm gonna fight and die between these lines, and I got people there to support me. It's magical, like you said.
Yeah, it's a pretty special deal, especially here with Death Valley down in the hole, looking down on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and y'all finally get to do that for the first time this week. So I know y'all probably pumped for that, ain't
We've
you?
been itching
So pumped, man.
No bus rides.
Hey, can we put a petition on the show to get the cars back in the graveyard?
Yes. I am all for that.
Man.
They don't remember that.
It's unbelievable.
I remember there was I know you know this. When you score in that end zone and you got those cars up there flashing the lights, yeah.
I can't tell you how many players, like when I would go to camps and stuff, that played against us here or in college or whatever, who would talk about that
Really?
and remember Death Valley for that reason.
Wow. Yeah, that was that was always so special. I mean, it was good to get in the end zone on either end, but when you were going that way, that was really special. And I get, we've been talking about all this, and you all have got to your senior year now, so you've seen it from a long time, moving all the way up to the ranks to what we all shoot for, not only Friday Night Lights, but that senior season. With all that knowledge of seeing it all behind the scenes, out in the games, we got a 4th grader comes up, and he's kind of on the fence. He don't know if he wants to play football or not. What are y'all telling him?
You know what? I'm gonna tell him, you don't have to, but at least go out there and try. Just to try it, because if you do, it's gonna turn into something. Like Coach Powers, he tells us in the locker room, it's not for everybody. If your mom and dad, want a baby, that the door's right there. It's not for everybody. But if you try it out and you like it, you started something amazing. Do what you want. Don't listen to me. Hey, just try it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
And I kind of want to say, just like Landen did, I mean, just try it out, give it a try, get a feel for it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there truly is nothing like football. I mean, there's basketball and everything like that, but there's nothing like football where you feel connected with a family and a brotherhood. I mean, I've played almost all sports, and there's, like I said again, there's just nothing like football. Nothing unites you, brings you together. I mean, you're going out there every practice, hitting each other day after day after day after day, you know. So I would just say, you know, go out there, just try it out, see if you like it or not, and, you know, whether or not, I'm sure you'll find a good coach that brings you through the game.
So we get this question every week, Chad, and I'd like to chime in on it. I think you try it out, and I think it takes coaches and parents to get kids to keep playing because of the benefit for your life. And I'm a prime example of that. Growing up, I loved basketball, soccer, and baseball. I think soccer might have been my favorite sport. And I really honestly didn't like football because back then, your first day in 5th grade ever in pads, you're doing drills that are now highly illegal. And the game has changed as far as the teaching and the safety. And, you know, I think about my life, if it wasn't for my dad pushing me to play, Coach Wilson, Coach Mofield, Coach French, and the people that made me see I had potential in it. And I remember, like, Coach Wilson gave me an article about Tim Couch and how basketball was his first love and then what he learned about football. And I don't think it hit me until about freshman year when we upset North Hardin at North Hardin and I was just standing on the sidelines that it was different than anything else, any other sport, because of what goes into the preparation and how much it takes as a team to win, how much every position is dependent on each other. The teamwork aspect is unlike any other sport, and it just means more, but it takes time in life to understand that.
Yeah.
And so my big thing to the community and parents and coaches is encourage them to play. My dad basically made me keep playing, and I'm so thankful for it because it changed my life.
Yeah. Well, I think any sports give you life lessons, but I think this one's it gives you a whole different slew of life lessons that I don't think you were going to necessarily pick up in other sports just because of how tough it is, you know, and how long it is being tough before you get to play those games for a short window. You know, it's a year-round investment with weightlifting and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess kind of to finish up, you know, we're talking about how quick it goes, and I'm sure Coach Powers is the same way as me, even though mine was even further back. It seems like yesterday we were looking down the end of our senior year, and then you blink and it's long past. It just goes so quick, and it'll go quick for you all, unfortunately, too. And, you know, come this spring, y'all be back down on Hamilton Field one last time, walking across as Meade County graduates. What's the next step after that? What are y'all planning once you graduate?
So, you know, football is very big in my family, and I was thinking about college, and I think that's what I'm gonna do, you know, walk on, try it out, like I said. But if not, I'm gonna go to college and probably get a business degree or a financial degree. That's probably.
After high school, I'm gonna go to trade school for HVAC and do everything and that. And
nice. Yeah. And I forgot the most important question. Come Saturday when y'all got an off day, who we cheering for in college football?
I'm definitely a Louisville guy.
Oh, boy.
Man. You know, shoot, I like the South Carolina Gamecocks. What? Louisville.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, bro, I think it's maybe just the colors of their jersey. I think they look clean. But their defense is tough too. He throwing up the L's. Defense is tough. Defense is where it's at.
That might be worse than a Kentucky fan. Or, I mean, a Louisville fan.
What?
I said it right.
What?
It's tough for a Kentucky fan. I should say it that way. Well, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us today, and we wish you the best of luck Friday and in everything y'all do. So thank you for coming by.
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to do it the other way.
yeah.
Well, y'all, good luck Friday, and we will be right back. Welcome back, Coach. It's good to be with you again this week.
Thank you.
Good news is we're back home. Before we get into anything, kind of talk about what that means. Getting to have it'll be the fourth game of the season, but this is your first game back with the home game. What's that going to be like going through those doors? We always ask the seniors what it's like for you to return back.
It's a emotional thing for me. Thankfully, we had the home scrimmage, so I kind of got some of that emotion out, I'd hope. But that was I had to pinch myself a little bit being back and how special that field is and what it has meant to my life and the memories. And it's going to be truly unbelievable and surreal, and to be back playing a real game in Death Valley.
Yeah, it really is a special place. We're blessed with, and I guess we'll kind of look back on last week before we go forward. Weather surely didn't cooperate, did it?
No, it was unfortunate. I was really frustrated with our first half performance, but looking forward to fighting back in the second half, and tried to wait it out. It kept continuing to push right to where it was too late to play, and then it becomes a safety hazard with limited sleep to try to go back and finish. And yeah, very frustrating.
Yeah, that's the Lightning. That just makes for a mess, and I guess kind of going into this week, like we said, be home, got a cross-county rival coming in with the Panthers from over at E-Town. What was kind of y'all's outlook coming out of last week and going into this week?
I would say the same exact outlook as the first 3 weeks, which is very frustrating as a coach, and I know the players are frustrated as well, as we continue to make self-inflicted wounds that don't give us a chance to even be in the game, to have a chance to win games. And, my message to the team this week is, if you play hard, you play disciplined, everybody knows we're going to play hard. I love our players. I love our kids. They give great effort. But if you're not disciplined and you make mistakes that hurt yourself, it's hard to win football games at any level, even youth football all the way up to the NFL. If you make mistakes, it is very hard to give yourself a chance to win. And I don't believe that this team has put our best foot forward in that regard. And my message to the team is, if you play disciplined and you play hard and you play fundamentally sound the right way, you're probably going to have a shot in those games. And if you don't, but those things are a yes, and you know that you did everything you could the right way and didn't hurt yourself, then you hold your chin high and you can live with the results and be proud of the discipline and the effort and the fundamentals. When you continuously make mistakes that put you in analytical percentage chances of winning almost at a zero, that is hard to swallow. And I know our team's frustrated, but we got good kids, we got tough kids, and discipline has been one of the main pillars of our program, and we incorporate that in numerous different ways every single day. And when we get out on Friday night, we have to do a better job of focusing with our attention spans and locking in mentally to maintain the discipline that we execute in numerous ways daily and weekly.
And taking that in, what are we kind of looking at out of E-Town this year with offensively and defensively?
They're well coached. Tyler Mattingly, Me County boy, is a great coach, a great offensive mind, and he's done a great job with that team. When you watch them on film, they play hard, they're physical. They are very multiple on offense and have numerous different ways that they can hurt you if you're trying to take something away. And so, a lot of teams you play, you can pick up on tendencies and try to take things away because they have high tendencies. And Tyler offense and E-Town is very multiple and hard to get tendencies on because they're well coached. And they have athletes that can hurt you and a lot of good skill players, and the quarterback can run and can throw. And so they present a lot of problems, and game planning for them is difficult. And on top of that, with the rivalry of the week, you have to do everything you can to prepare while also keeping the team locked in mentally that these games are emotional. And I've played coached in some big rivalry games, and emotion is great, it fuels you, but execution and mental focus is what wins rivalry games. You let your emotion fuel you, and you let your mental focus and help you execute. And so that's been the message, and that's what we've struggled with all year is focusing and staying disciplined on Friday nights. I think we have a tough football team. I think our kids can take hard coaching and discipline, and in a lot of regards on those fronts, we've shown a lot of improvement. We've got to put it together on Friday night when it matters and lock in mentally better.
Yeah. What kind of offense do they run?
Very multiple. They can throw the ball and hurt you. They can spread it out, and they run the ball very well too. They got 3 good running backs, two really good running backs, and then the third kid is a good player as well. And so they're very multiple. They'll get under center and run the ball. They'll stay in shotgun and throw it on you. They're very multiple offense.
So they really are throwing a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
What about on the defensive side? What's our offense going to be looking at as far as their defense?
They're also multiple on defense. Like I said, they're well coached. So everyone we've played this year has been their base defense is their base defense, and you have a very good idea of what you're going to get. E-Town does a lot of different defensive fronts, which takes good coaching to make sure those kids know what to do, because when you change the front and the structure, it changes their roles and responsibilities, and they've shown multiple defensive fronts in their games.
So I'm sure that's put a lot of extra prep into our linemen being ready for that you might see this and then the next play see that.
Yeah, it takes a lot to train your linemen on different possibilities. And one thing I really like about our offense coordinator, Coach Ashby, is we train on all the way back to when he first got here and on multiple defensive fronts. So you're not introducing something completely new any given week. There's banked reps of different possibilities.
Yeah. And I guess, is that going to be at 7:30?
Yes, sir.
So it'll be at 7:30. And I guess before we wrap up, you brought up an interesting point when we were doing the senior spotlight earlier with the Death Valley famous, the cars flashing their lights and the graveyard crew. And I am totally on board with that. And I would love to see that come back, because, a lot of these traditions we've had over the years, it kind of ties each class together forever. And while we're at it, I don't know if y'all probably didn't have this. Did y'all have the cannon, or did it already been retired?
We've been retired.
That's another thing we need to bring back is the cannon. I don't know whose cannon that was, but that was really special too, because it'd be down in that end zone and fire that cannon and see those lights.
Yeah, I remember watching games from the graveyard with my mamaw and how special that was. And I remember seeing those flashing lights when you're playing really makes our environment unique. I don't know who or what we got to do to bring that back, but I would love to bring that back. And then I also remember, you might remember, like back in the day when I was real young, there was cowbells in the stadium.
Yes.
And I don't know if that got outlawed or something in Kentucky, but
Yeah, the cowbells would be nice to be brought back too. I don't like much about Mississippi State, but I do like the cowbells.
need more cowbell.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Coach, we appreciate you sitting down with us, and wish you the best of luck on Friday. And thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And Green Wave Nation, get out here and cheer these Green Waves on Friday night. It's the first home game. I think the athletic department and the high school have some diagrams on there you can check out for parking, since it's a little bit different up front with the construction, but they've got maps. I've seen them on Facebook and stuff. So if you're curious about that, check that out and give yourself time so you can get down here and we can cheer these Green Waves on.